Hi, I'm Kat and I'm a roving custodian, which means I go from school to school covering areas that need to be maintained. One of the daily challenges I face is dealing with the staggering amount of food waste left behind by students and staff. From lunch to snacks that the school provides or the ones the teachers give, I will end up throwing away heavy trash bags full of food. Maybe it's me from coming from like a Latino family of 6, or maybe it's just that every day uneaten food just gets discarded, leading to a substantial amount of waste that could have been avoided. The issue is not only that it contributes to the environmental concerns, it also could just be an easy fix for hunger. Some kids dislike the school provided food, so they toss it and choose to have hot Cheetos instead. However, wasting their time by waiting in line for food they will not eat is entirely pointless. And for legal reasons, I will say that I cannot confirm or deny that I have ever taken food home from the schools that I have worked at or that were provided given to me by other staff. According to a study conducted by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, approximately one-third of all food produced for human consumption goes to waste. This statistic is alarming, especially when considering the resources and energy that go into producing said food. When I see trays of untouched food being disposed of in the cafeteria, I can't help but feel a sense of frustration. When I am assigned to work at elementary schools, I must throw away daily what would amount to 4 to 6 gallons of milk. At the end of the day, I must throw away what feels like at least 80 pounds of garbage, but half of it being uneaten food. I am a strong person, but I'm not strong enough to carry a heavy ass bag over my head into the compactor that's taller than my 4'11 ass. The process of dealing with food waste on a daily basis is not only time consuming, but also emotionally exhausting. It is disheartening to witness so much food being needlessly thrown away when there are countless people in the world who are struggling to feed themselves. As a custodian, I am constantly reminded of the privilege and abundance that many of us take for granted. It would be easier to donate all the uneaten food, the milk, the fruit, and anything else. Sadly, there are some legal misconceptions as to why we cannot. The misconception being that if anyone gets sick, they could potentially sue the school, but according to the Emerson Good Samaritan Food Donation Act, protects schools from any liability. Some schools have programs that provide kids with fresh fruits, vegetables, or care package of snacks. There are so many people in the world that go hungry that we can just help instead of wasting food. However, this is the real world and that can't happen. One article I came across highlighted the environmental impact of food waste, emphasizing the significant role it plays in contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. The decomposition of organic waste in landfills releases methane gas, which is a point of greenhouse gas that contributes to the climate change. After research, we apparently did have a program that started in 2016 to help. It could be possibly that it was cut, like many other school programs that have been cut. I also added to why the Can I also add one more thing? Literally, why the fuck is one of the lunch times given at like 10 or 10:30 a.m. to kids that's like already had breakfast time? And of course, they don't want to fucking eat. They just had breakfast provided by the school. I used to be able to not eat anything until like 11 a.m. We also run into the problem that due to the mandated health food initiative, making the lunches less appetizing, the food is plain. The only seasoning is a bit of salt or something. Because, yeah, it is healthy, but it's not appetizing. Maybe some sauce along the side, some whole grain breads are added. Like, this still is not gonna get them to eat it. The cafeteria staff can only do so much with what they are given and the time constraints that you have to serve the whole school and prepare the food. That it is mainly the waste created by the students and staff that choose to get the school provided lunch. It's also an issue the staff that choose to have little Publix or catered lunches. Can I just let me say this real quick? Go fuck yourselves. You're bringing all this fucking food and you have your parties, but do you consider who the fuck has to clean it up after you guys? You guys just leave us shit. We have to clean it up after you guys are partying. You don't even offer us shit. Of course we'll like some food. We don't even have to like eat it at that time. We can take it as leftovers. It's called being fucking nice. The fuck? We have other tasks to do, which leave us like very little time to clean up after your fuck ass parties, involving decorations and the heavy ass trash of your eaten food. Oh my god. Like only one time I have been offered food from a staff potluck, and there was barely anything left. There was practically crumbs and melted ice cream. That the same day, a teacher that I used to clean her room that works in the school garden luckily came by with extra food that she had made and offered us some. Because no one else fucking offered us shit. Like, in all my 3 years of working as a custodian, only 3 times I was served food. And most of the time it wasn't even by regular staff. But when it is offered to me, it is by the kitchen staff because they are trying to get rid of shit, which to them is also throwing away perfectly good food that is a waste. My best at finding links for this research that I did, and I will link them. I'm sorry for this rant, but it just gets me so fucking frustrated that we could just easily just take uneaten wrapped food and milk and like the snacks that you give like chips and stuff to those that do want food when the kids don't want it. I will try to see if I'll make another video soon, but it's gonna take a while because I have work.